Wisconsin high schoolers who could one day be chefs demonstrate their skills at Fox Valley Technical College in Grand Chute. Students from schools around the state competed at the Wisconsin Pro Start Invitational High School Culinary and Management Competition. In the culinary competition, teams of up to 4 students had an hour to prepare an appetizer, entree, and dessert using just 2 Bunsen burners. In the management competition, teams presented a restaurant proposal to a panel of judges.
I've been working on figuring it out for the last 5 or 6 months, and then appetizer was finalized about a month and a half ago, and dessert was finalized months ago.
They've been practicing this over lunch hours, after school, before school, outside of the school day.
West Tosha High School in Salem in southeastern Wisconsin took first place in the culinary competition, and Pulaski High School won the management division. So both those teams will compete at the national competition in Washington, D.C.